Setting up RBAC in Ansible Automation Platform usually means clicking through the UI to create an organization, a team, a user, and assign roles. But now with the latest ansible.platform collection, that whole process can be automated with configuration as code. What that means is your RBAC structure is going to be reproducible, consistent, and can be rebuilt in seconds. In this video, I'm going to start off by showing you the manual process of creating organizations, users, teams, and then show you how much easier it is with the ansible.platform collection so that you can have that speed and flexibility as well as that scalability when creating your RBAC. So let's show it in practice. Here I have an Ansible Automation Platform dashboard, and I'm going to go through the process of creating an organization, team, and user to show what that process looks like manually. First, I'm going to go and create the TechCorp Industries organization. It's a matter of simply applying the name and clicking next and then finish. With that in place, let's go and create a team called the Platform Engineering Team, and we will give it a brief description as well. Lastly, let's provide it the TechCorp Industries organization and create the team. With the team and organization set, let's go and create one of our team members that will reside within the platform engineering team within the TechCorp Industries organization. We will create our user Aubrey Trotter, provide the password and details such as her first and last name and email address, and then we'll create. Now that we've created the user, let's go to the org and add her as an org admin. Click on Add Administrators, select her name, click Add Administrators, and there you have it. That's the process of creating an org team and user and adding that user as an admin to the TechCorp organization. We can then verify this by selecting the user and clicking roles and seeing that she is an org admin for the TechCorp Industries. So when you stop and look at it, imagine you're trying to do this process for 50 users, 100 users, 200 users. What was each user? About 2 to 3 minutes? And imagine not only users, you have to create organizations, different teams. This could take essentially a very long time to do this. Not to mention, what if you had any typos, or what if you had to do this for multiple Ansible Automation Platform environments? You'd want to have a way where you could have essentially a source of truth where you can actually go and capture this information and do that. So this is where that ansible.platform collection is absolutely perfect, because I can go and automate this process, create a source of truth within a Git repository, and use that. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. So in this GitHub repository, we have a playbook.yaml file that we're going to take a look at. Within that playbook.yaml file, it's a playbook that calls the Ansible RBAC playbook. It has a vars file that's going to have all the different teams, organizations, users we want to use. And then we have all these tasks to create organizations, teams, users, assign users a team, assign additional roles to users, right? So that's essentially what the playbook does. And then in here, you can see the different organizations, how you can provide it a name, and it's for essentially capturing all the different variables that we need and using lookup plugins to get the credentials of AAP. When we take a look at the Enterprise RBAC YAML, you see this RBAC config. You're going to see the organization, TechCorp Industries. You're going to see the teams, Platform Engineering, Security Team, Application DevOps, Aubrey Trotter as of the user that we had initially created. And then there's a list of all these different users that I want to go off and create and different roles that are going to be assigned to them, right? So imagine having to do this manually through the UI, how long it would take versus having this source of truth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this template within Ansible Automation Platform. I have this RBAC setup, and within RBAC setup, we can see a couple things. First, we're going to see that we are calling the playbook.yaml file. We are using the RBAC project, which is synced to this GitHub repository. And we also have the AAP cloud credential, which is the AAP credential for this environment. And the first thing I'm going to go do is I'm actually going to go and clean up this environment and delete the users that we created manually. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the platform engineering team, and then I'm going to go off and delete the organization itself, the tech industries, right? So just essentially having a clean slate. You don't have to do this, but I just kind of want to show it for the demo purposes. Look, there's nothing on this environment. we're just going to go and run this RBAC setup, and it's going to do everything for us. So I went ahead and launched it. And now what it's going to do is going to go pick up the playbook from the repository, and it's going to go off and run it and go off and create the organization, create the teams. We see 3 different teams, and then we can start seeing the population of all these different users that it's creating. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to speed this up real quick so we can get to the completion process. And there you have it. The playbook has completed. And now we can go actually look at the TechCorp industries. We can see that we have all these different users and teams. We can actually go in and look at the platform engineering team. We can see the security team. And we can see essentially all the users that got created as far as this automation process goes. So it just shows you how much faster, how much easier it was to make this happen. And the beauty of it is it only took us about 2 minutes for this whole entire deployment to run. So we went from, imagine having to creating a manual user one at a time, doing that for 2-3 minutes for each user. We were able to do the whole automation in about 2 minutes. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the demo.